It was springtime in Jerusalem, the season when kings go to war. But David, the mighty warrior king who had slain Goliath, stayed behind. The palace roof was his private kingdom that evening. The sun bled gold across the hills as he paced, restless, eyes scanning the city like a lion. He saw her. Bathed in the last rays of light, on a rooftop below, stood Bathsheba, daughter of Eliam, wife of Uriah the Hittite. Water glistened on her skin like liquid diamonds. Her hair cascaded like midnight silk. One glance, and David's royal heart slammed against his ribs like a war drum. He didn't turn away. He couldn't. "Find out who she is," he commanded his servant, voice low, hungry. The answer came back like a warning arrow. "Bathsheba, wife of Uriah, one of your most loyal soldiers, currently fighting your battles at the front." David smiled. A dangerous, kingly smile. "Bring her to me." That night, the palace torches flickered low. Bathsheba arrived, trembling, beautiful, powerless before the crown. One night of forbidden fire, and the deed was done. She returned home carrying more than memories. She carried the king's child. Weeks passed. The secret grew inside her like a storm cloud. Bathsheba sent word, "I am with child." David's mind raced. Panic? Calculation. Cold, brilliant calculation. He summoned Uriah from the battlefield. The loyal Hittite arrived, dusty, battle-hardened, still wearing the scent of war. David clapped him on the shoulder like a brother. "Go home, my friend. Enjoy your wife." He even sent a gift of meat and wine to sweeten the trap. But Uriah refused. "I will not go into my house while the ark of God and my comrades sleep in tents on the battlefield. As you live, I will not do such a thing." David's smile tightened. The first crack in his perfect plan. He tried again the next night, got Uriah drunk, hoping wine would loosen loyalty. Still, the soldiers slept on the palace steps with the servants, refusing comfort while his brothers bled. Now David's blood ran cold with desperation. He sat at his desk, parchment before him, quill steady as death. He wrote a sealed letter to Joab, his commander at the front. "Place Uriah in the hottest part of the battle. Then pull back the other men so he stands alone against the enemy. Let him die." He folded the letter, pressed the royal seal into the wax, and handed it to Uriah himself. "Deliver this to Joab," David said, eyes never wavering. Uriah took the letter that carried his own death sentence, and marched back to war without suspicion. Loyal to the end. The battlefield roared. Arrows whistled. Swords clashed like thunder. Joab read the king's order and obeyed. He set Uriah at the very wall of the enemy city, where the fighting was fiercest. Then, as planned, the Israelite troops withdrew. Uriah fought like a lion, until the enemy overwhelmed him. One arrow. One final cry. Uriah the Hittite fell. The word raced back to Jerusalem. "Your servant Uriah is dead." David received the news with a nod. No tears. Just a quiet breath of relief. He waited the proper mourning period, barely long enough for decency, then sent for Bathsheba. She entered the palace a widow, and left as queen. The king had won. The woman was his. The throne secure. The secret, buried with a soldier on a distant battlefield. Or so he thought. But that, my friend, is where the real storm begins.